And welcome everyone to a
All
very
right.
curveball episode of Growth with Tacos. As you can see, we have a Cities Skylines on the main screen as our special guest today. We're joined by Pierce as well.
I'm a guest now.
And
All right.
we're actually going to do Pierce is going to do a first impressions of Cities Skyline. So just a bit of a
That's
backstory.
we've been
If you
talking about
played,
this for a while.
yeah. I've been talking about him getting this game for a while, specifically. If you're familiar with SimCity, it's essentially that, but another a developer's version of it. And if you played The Sims before, it's essentially a city builder, sandbox version, so to speak. And I've been playing it for almost a year now. I personally find it very therapeutic. It can be very dangerous because there's essentially no winning, so you can find yourself in here for hours and hours on end and just building your city and building your city. And there's a very dedicated mod community too for it.
Yeah, I
But
see that.
yeah, so I'll let Pierce dig right into this. And if I see you doing something that's disastrous, I'm going to stop you because you can very quickly do something and all of a sudden you're out of money or
Sure,
your building's
sounds
on
good.
fire.
All right. Well, yeah. Thanks for proposing this. I'm sure I'm gonna have fun with this. So I have literally never played this game before at all. Everything you are seeing is the first time I've seen it as well. I've not gotten past this main menu. This is the first time I'm clicking new game. So I'm gonna go with the first thing, and we're going, boys. You've hyped this game up so much. I'm really expecting good things. Hopefully, I deliver.
Yeah. According to Steam, I have 163 hours on this game.
It's a respectable number.
Yeah, it started during last quarantine and it kind of dipped as closer to the election. But yeah, the mod community really takes it to the next level. A lot of people essentially say that it's essentially City Skylines 2 at this point.
All right.
So I can be your tutorial guide, or you can listen to the prompts on screen.
But honestly, let's go with you. I think you're going to be better than this little
Got
thing.
it. So if you scroll out, just to give you an overview of what you're seeing, you see that little square in the middle. That's your beginning square, which you'll be building.
Oh yeah. All right.
So
Build
as
roads.
you expand, essentially, get a certain population point, you'll be able to buy more squares, essentially. So notice that those highways have arrows on them. Those are one-directional roads. So right now, you're just building roads to connect everything. And okay, so what you're doing here is it's connecting to the previous point. So you have to connect it from end to end, essentially. So you want to connect from that dot to the dot next to that on the highway.
Oh, this tutorial. That makes sense.
That works too. Yeah. But you want to connect it. So you want to right click to deselect. Now,
Perfect.
what I would advise doing is see the bulldoze button on the bottom right.
Yeah, 1 second. I need to change that camera if I can. Key mapping the other way around. Let's see. Pan camera.
On the Q and R or the Q and E.
Yes, exactly. Perfect. Much better. Okay, cool. Yep, keep going.
So I would advise the bottom right is your bulldoze button. I would press that, and you'll get a refund for destroying that road. What I would do is go to the road again and start with one directional roads from the highway. You can leave the one in between there, but whatever you drag it from. So let's say you drag it from there. Let's just drag that down a little bit. Start from there and drag it down, and just place it. So no, you're still selecting the single road. So don't delete it.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
So press to the right. You don't have to delete it. Press to the right. Press that. There you go. And if you see the exclamation mark on the next to the you see the question mark to your left on the bottom left.
Sure.
Next to that, there's an exclamation mark. You can use that to upgrade roads. So now that you have that selected, it's on upgraded to that, and you can right click it to switch the direction of it, since it's still be going the same way as the highway is connected to.
All right. So realistically, I'm going to be building a city, right?
Yes.
And on this level, like, what's the immediate first step besides learning how to build a road, which I'm struggling with?
Yeah, everything is based around roads. So you see those grids around the road. Okay. That's where you can zone places. So you want to, build places where people can live. So you want to build residential zones. That's kind of excessive right now, but let's go with it. All right. So,
yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing to keep in mind. You started with 70,000 city dollars on the bottom, as you see there.
Boom.
at the beginning, you're going to be losing money because people are just moving in and your city's not making any money. So you don't want to spend too much money at first because you want sort of a buffer. So the main things you need first are water and power before you start zoning. You want to make sure you have those covered first. So you want to continue building roads right now. I would actually go with the road that you have selected right now. So go to roads again, and go to the second tab you had selected there.
Team roads, this one.
Yeah, and drag from there. And so you still have upgrade selected. So you want to go next to the upgrade button on the left with the exclamation mark. You have 3 types: straight lines, curves, and freestyle. Between the exclamation mark on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to click on the first one for now. Let's just go with the first one.
Just straight roads.
Straight road. Yeah. Now select from the edge of that and go down a little bit more. And that's fine. Okay, that's a good starting point. Now right click to unselect that.
Right.
Okay, now let's start with the smaller roads. Now select the thinner roads. And just for money's sake, I'll go with the dirt roads all the way to the right. This is cheapest to upkeep. And build from there.
Makes
so
sense.
just build some grids. You see the little blue squares. That's where the grids will go on the side of your roads.
Okay.
So you can kind of use that as a reference. So I would just build some squares here and there just to get it going. Cool. All right. So let's from there. You want to build. I would keep it as 2 separate areas: your residential away from your industrial, because it's very hazardous air. So that's fine for now. So build another road going the other way to keep it away from residential area from the main road.
I have no idea what you're talking about,
So
my
from
dude.
there, from there, go the other way. From
just on this side.
Yeah, go the other way just to have some space. Boom. And build like 1 square for now, just to keep the financials in order. Okay, so now let's build some power. So press the lightning button on the bottom, next to the water droplet button on the bottom middle.
I'm not seeing it, bro. Bottom middle water
down.
droplet.
There you go. Oh, the water droplet. You see the water drop right there?
Oh, I think.
Middle?
There we go. Sorry, I had the StreamYard thing in the way. All right.
Okay, so press the electricity one. Let's start with power first. And let's build...
Wind power is cool.
Yes, but those are pretty expensive. They don't provide as much power at first. I would advise starting with the one you just selected, a coal power plant.
Coal, huh? All right.
Yeah.
Let's pollute the environment.
Yeah. It's, this... And when this game was developed, wind hasn't surpassed coal in terms of...
So I'm going to need more space for housing than I will for power, right?
Yeah, so I just want specifically, I would advise to keep that to the side, like in that area over there that you have built. And you see that orange circle around it? That is the pollution area. So that's why you want to kind of keep it away, because it decreases the land value.
Okay.
So now we have that set up. When it's connected to zones, like you see the purple area around it when you go back to the power button?
Yeah, I saw that.
Back to the power button? Yeah. That's just immediately what's powered. Connected zones will be powered. You can connect power lines to the residential areas. But first, let's also take care of your water. So press the water button in the bottom. And press you can do a water tower or a water pump.
We'll go with the water tower. It's cheap, right?
Yeah.
No noise pollution. Yeah, every town has a water tower.
So boom, you can place that there. Now right click and select the pipes, the first thing over there. Now this takes you to an underground view. You select it from the water tower, and whatever's around it is what's being watered essentially.
All right. Once again, the purplish area is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So does the power plant need water?
Yes, everything needs water to operate efficiently.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so go down and just drag that to the residential area. I would note that the pipes, especially early game, are notoriously expensive. As you can see, the increasing price. And a quick tip. Only the majority of a building needs to be in the zone. So let's say you have a 4x4 house. As long as half of it is watered, it's going to be watered.
Okay.
Just for money efficiency. So that's mostly covered. But you have to have water sewage now. So press the water button again. And that one, water drain pipe. Now, this is important to note. Zoom out, and there should be either some faint or some strong arrows on the water. There you are. So that's
looks like we got a current, right?
Water. Yeah. So I would always place it furthest away where the current is facing away, like right there in that area. Reason being is because it's going to be polluting the water essentially until you can upgrade to more greener technologies. Um, and you want it going away from your water pumps, but in this case, you have a water tower, so it's not really a problem. And then simply build a water pipe from there to the um uh yeah.
Oh, I
You
can
can
do
just do,
diagonal. All right,
yeah, you
let's
can do
just
whatever
do
you
straight
want.
to it.
This is American. Do whatever you want. Um, and now we pretty much have the very basics covered. You're at 35,000. That's cool.
That's like more than half of my money.
Yes,
Half my money.
it
Yeah. All
adds
right.
up pretty fast. So let's start zoning. So press next to the road button. You see the multicolored square. That's your zoning. So you have about half of them unlocked right now, and you can unlock more as time progresses. But you know, so quick note: you see the green bar right underneath the zoning button.
Indeed, very
Yeah,
high
those
demand for residential zone.
exactly. So there's three types of zones: residential, commercial, and industrial. So right now, people just need to move in. So right now, you're at a good spot. I would actually just press play on the bottom left. You can also press space bar, and people will start moving in.
Oh, so I don't even have to build houses. I just say the houses go here and they'll build them.
Exactly. There's some specific buildings you can place, like schools or fire stations, etc. But there's a built-in set of houses that I would automatically build over time.
Okay.
Now, a cool little thing I always like to use, especially for traffic, on the top left, you see that information button?
Top left
Of the,
information button up
the
here.
entire screen. Yeah.
Info
If you
views.
press that, there's a
Yeah.
lot of information. Now, most some of you can access so far, but if you press the bottom right one,
This one.
yeah,
Traffic routes.
exactly. So now press on the main road. Oh, okay. This
Which
sometimes
road?
happens. This sometimes happens. You have to escape because you still have the zoning selection. I don't think I would imagine they would have fixed this at an update. So okay, now you just deselected everything. So go back and press that button again. And if you select on the main road,
My main road. This one.
any of them, because it's just
All
one
right.
thing. So now that will tell you the route of things based on the color, as you can see there.
At least we drive on the right side of the road. That's good.
Yeah. Each color tells you what's going on essentially. So this is a truck going into your city, going into your power plant, it seems.
All right.
And it's telling you where it's coming from. There's no one moving in just yet. Those are the purple ones. But if you go to your residential area, at this point, there should be some houses being constructed.
Yeah. Wow, that was quick.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So there's no power, as you can see. There's a power icon there.
Yeah, I didn't build the
yeah.
towers.
You want to build the power line from there, that area, to that area. Careful, you might have to build like not build one directly. So build over the road a little bit, and you'll be able to. That works too. Yeah, that should be good enough. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Boom. Oh, you built over houses. So
sorry, guys.
But once it reaches that zone, you don't need those extra lines. It just needs to reach the zone essentially.
Let's see if I can.
Yeah, you can
figure that out. Why is it not deleting? There we go.
Because you still have the.
No, it was because I wasn't selecting it in the center. I guess the center is what it cares about.
So now you can see you don't need those additional ones. The entire zone's covered. So it'll spread through the zone essentially. It's just to get power to the zone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because now you have power lines everywhere.
Okay. You know, you said that earlier, and I heard you, but I didn't understand. Didn't have the context.
Yeah. So now there should be, if you press the road information button again, there should be some purple lines moving into those houses.
Green road. How nice.
Yeah. So try pressing. Okay, cool. So see, your demand is changing now. You still have residential demand, but you have commercial demand now as well.
Yeah, people want to buy stuff, right?
Exactly.
Nobody wants to live in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly.
Except for the people that do.
You can build corresponding blue zones to make a commercial area.
So where is that, my dude?
The multicolored one where you built the green zones for. There you go.
Ah, there we go. Right.
Yeah.
Low density commercial zone. Right. Oh, this is our new main street.
Yeah.
Boom.
Fun little fact. Oh, make sure those are watered too.
Pretty sure they're watered. And most of it's watered.
Yeah, not most of it. So just drag a pipe from there to there just to make sure those buildings are watered. So when a building isn't watered or powered, it will underperform in terms of its efficiency, or people might just straight up move out because no one wants to be somewhere where there's no power.
Right.
So now you can actually see something being built. If you zoom in, it's kind of cool little cool little animation. It's a convenience store. You have a truck going on.
What a peaceful middle of nowhere town. I like it. This is my town.
Reminds me of
Aspen Street. I like that they named the streets.
Yeah, you can rename it too.
I like so. Boom. Aspen's a good street though.
Yeah.
Julie Walker Highway. Can't rename that. Shame.
Yeah.
Outside of it.
You have more people wanting to move in, but note that you're in the red in terms of your income. So be cautious of that. If you press the money button on the right towards the bottom,
all right,
the green button, to the right.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, there you go. That'll give you a breakdown essentially of your income and your expenses on the bottom. And you can do it on by zone base. You can X out of that money panel thing, unless you want to read it.
I was reading it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So I can take loans. This shows my budget. All right, that makes sense. So earning money. I am earning money from commerce as well as from houses. And somehow I'm earning money from the utilities? All right, private utilities. Good stuff.
Problem. Oh, I know what the problem is. Yeah, go back to the main game. So everyone's poo is going everywhere, essentially.
Sure.
So pause the game because this can go out of control real fast. So right now, if you go to your sewage on the far end of your town, I think I know the problem.
Oh, it doesn't have power. I guess it might need that.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have gravity? Come on, guys. I thought we had gravity run sewage. Isn't that a thing? It's probably not a thing.
You just drag it from any of those zones that are covered already.
So any blue spot, it'll just work.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. All right, then.
So once
unpause, and hopefully this will get power now. No, not enough electricity.
Wait for it. It might take a moment to buffer in. There
it is operating.
Now some poo should come out in just a moment.
Are we going to see the poop come out?
Yeah.
Disappoint me.
You can fast forward too. Oh, wait. They are. Oh, wait. No, there we go. See the notification icons went away in the background. And wait for it. Wait for it.
The poo is going away from the houses. It still has to go to the river.
Yeah. It has to go through its Shawshank Redemption run here.
there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have poo.
Yeah. And over time, the water will turn brown in the direction of the stream. It's quite lovely.
All right. This is a lot of traffic for this tiny town.
People are moving in.
All right. I see we got like an apartment complex here now, or a condominium.
Yeah.
They're just building.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I dig it. So naturally, more people, more businesses, more utilities to support those businesses. And there we go. So right now I identify that there's a very high demand for residential. So let's make more residential area and make a few more roads to further improve that.
So if you notice, once you hover over each road type or any building, it will not only tell you the cost per cell, but also tell you the upkeep as a good little reference too.
Yeah, I saw that road, like the gravel road, is 19 cents a week as opposed to this dirt road, which is 32 cents a week.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pretty substantial difference if it adds up, right? Because it's per cell, and that's like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know, 10 or something cells. I don't know how the cells are, but that's a lot of cells, right? Yeah. So yeah, that'll add up for sure, dude. All right, let's make more. Or was it? Here it is. Let's make more housing zones. Everybody wants to live here. Yeah.
And you could do it along the side there, and if you build a road through, it'll just demolish whoever was living there.
Eminent domain, right?
Yeah, man. That's what it is.
The city must be built. All right, so does that cost me anything?
What?
When you said it demolishes, does it increase unhappiness? Does it?
No, it'll just piss off like a family. But once you scale big enough, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. So this is why our elected representatives don't respond very well. Got it.
Yeah. Um, yeah, one time I had a city where I unlocked high density residential, which is the next one over from the green one. That's kind of grayed out right now because you don't have enough people to do it. And I just built a ton of big tall buildings everywhere. And I had this one low residential house that was just chilling there. And I was like, yep, this is my Disney up house right here.
Okay.
So yeah, press. Oh, another thing you'll note, especially now that you're at nighttime, those roads aren't lit up because they just got constructed. So you just have to power up real quick once you press play, and the roads will light
Oh,
up.
I forgot that I had paused it.
Yeah.
Thanks for pointing out the unpause. I was like, why is nothing happening? What peaceful little families. I'm sure nothing ever goes wrong in this town. No crime, no murders,
Well, don't
no
speak too
poverty,
soon.
right?
Don't speak too soon on the first two.
Look, man, we have an ice cream store. How could anything go wrong in a town with an ice cream store?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, as you can see, there's many blacked out buttons along the bottom. It's just simply you haven't accessed them, and once you hover over them, it'll tell you what you need, the prerequisites to access to unlock those, essentially. Now, one thing of note is
Oh, yep, somebody didn't like getting booted.
yeah.
I saw the
Yeah, I think you may have run out of water. So press pause real quick again.
So why doesn't I see? Oh, because these are zones. So I'm not going to see. All right. So where do I actually see, hey, I need more water? Besides these little, hey, we need water things. Is there like a tab that shows?
the water button on the top left?
There we go. All right.
Oh,
so,
it's not that you need more water. It's that you need to get the water to them.
Okay. That makes sense. So my water availability is just like all the way in the green. So they think I have tons of water right now.
Yeah, you do have tons of water.
Right.
You're not giving it to the
these
people.
houses don't have it.
Yeah, you're like
Man.
You're like the bad guy in Quantum of Solace.
How dare these people want plumbing? I can't believe the spoiled, selfish.
After the entire house I've given them.
Right, exactly.
I have housed you.
How dare they pay me property taxes and expect that I actually send water their way? Unbelievable. The entitlement of some people.
I believe you missed the right ones.
No, screw them. They don't get water.
I mean, at least if anything, it might bring down the property value so someone else can afford it.
That sounds like a solution, right?
Yeah.
You
want cheap housing? Well, this is cheap housing.
All right. What does this mean?
So that means there aren't, and well, it's gone now, but that means there weren't insufficient workers. Yeah, so more people moved in and people are employed. Now, one thing to note is compared to real life, people do cardio up the wuha here. Like they will walk a long way before
they walk quickly too. Look at them speedrunner legs.
Yeah, a strong brisk.
She's giving Sonic a run for his money.
If you actually pause or press on them, you don't have to pause. But if you can manage to press on one of the folks, it'll tell you
Rosemary Holmes, an uneducated adult. She resides at the Sunset Residence. Their houses have names. And she's a cleaner at Box Factory. We have a box factory. That's right. It's the best box factory ever. And an ice cube factory. Who the hell makes an ice cube factory? This is a joke. Garments Limited. Hey, I did something. Reached population of 320.
Exactly. So now you've unlocked a lot of city services. As you
we have a zip code, right? That's what happened.
Yeah.
We also need a landfill, I guess, and a school. So
these are buildings that you unlocked. You can do a medical clinic. I would go over some of these just to make sure you know what you're unlocking essentially. Just standard stuff.
I see them. They do the things I expect. So new services. All right. So now so before I just had like water, electricity, and sewage as services. Now I also have garbage, healthcare, and education, right?
Correct. So
I see how this goes, and it's probably not going to stop there either.
It is not.
All of these are probably a service, huh? Each one of these.
Yeah, waste management is good to go over through. All
right.
I would advise against putting a landfill next to a house, but to each their own.
Yeah, I've resided at a place that was near the dump before, and other people minded it more than me. I'm not gonna lie, other people minded it more than me, but it wasn't exactly a good thing for sure. Nobody likes the smell of a dump. Anyway, so building must be placed by roadside. That's just picky. All right, well, let's make a road to nowhere.
Yeah,
because we don't want it near anybody, right? We're gonna be smart about this. All right.
I mean, yeah, ideally place it in the direction of the sewage as well, because they're one big happy family.
So no, that's a medical clinic. Here we go. This is our little landfill site, all along the
Oh,
road.
careful, you're gonna destroy the. Ooh, you destroyed the power. So sewage is gonna be a problem again. You have to reconstruct.
Those
that.
cables should be perfectly fine,
Actually-
capable going over this.
Actually, yeah, no, it should be actually fine because you give
It is fine. Look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's got the zone. Ha ha. All right. So although we're not seeing I guess the cables went underground instead of above ground,
Yeah.
which seems a little more expensive, but whatever. I'll roll with it. All right. I didn't pay extra for it, so if it's free, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah. So next, you want to build
Healthcare.
Yeah, healthcare.
Yeah.
Build out
Right,
a logical
right
spot.
here at the entrance to all this. Wow, they really like that, huh?
Yeah. Being healthy
It's
is nice, and one is more than
Pierce
sufficient for now.
Harris. Wait, hold on. I did not
yeah.
tell this game my name. It just named it after me, though. That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, you have a Twitter feed too.
Oh, that's what this is. Taking out the trash just became much more convenient than before. Garbage taking out the trash. That's right. You get excited about that trash, Heather Peters.
I mean, if my town didn't have a trash and somebody did, I'd be like, nice. And then you the little
We'll
book
want
is
a
the
school, I'm
in the
sure, right?
system.
Yeah. All right.
And there's a cool little
let's
educational
kind of
breakdown as well.
Center of housing.
Oh, word of advice: you can move the building later. So buildings that you place, you can move, but there's a little asterisk there. But if you press over it, and if you press that button, you just head over next to the money.
This one.
Yeah, you can relocate the building.
How much does that cost?
Yeah, it doesn't
A
cost.
relocation costs
It
2,000.
does cost relocation.
Yeah.
Word of advice: when you originally place buildings, let's say, as you can see, you placed it. Let's say you wanted to extend the road that almost goes through it. Go to the school you just placed on the left there, and pull up the roads.
I hear little children laughing. All right.
Yeah. Pull up the roads, any road, just to give you a reference. So go to the right. If let's say you wanted to build a road that goes down the side of the building, you can't right now because the school is taking it up, as you can see. Well, you might
Can't
be able
do
to
this, right?
You might be, yeah. Actually, if you try, you might be able to, because I don't know what the.
Nope.
Yeah. So what I usually do is when I place buildings, I usually place them a little bit further
Just
down.
offset.
Yeah, not just a little further down, but like 2 cells, because eventually you might want to upgrade them to bigger roads. You want to have ample room to work with.
Oh yeah, that makes sense, right? If I ever want to expand the roads.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But this had to be adjacent to a road, didn't it?
Correct. Yes.
So what I should have done was make like a little 1 square like entryway to the school, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Would I have like traffic problems from that?
No. All these people, I'm guaranteeing, are walking to school.
Touche, sir. Touche. This is a walk to everything neighborhood.
To mess around, you can also, well, I wouldn't mess around too much now because you're still losing money. So I would focus on getting back in the green, quite literally. But yeah, your demand is something you want to keep an eye on.
Right. I saw I needed more houses. Now I've made more houses. And then, of course, yet again, I'm going to have to give them power. Oh, wow. The power just like expands naturally, kind of like it did over here. Okay. So that's cool. They're going to need sewage. Plumbing is not, going from house to house. I can put it anywhere. So let's just put it under the roads. Boom. Yeah. All right. You got some sewage. All right. And everybody's still covered by the dumpster. I see the green roads. That makes sense. Good UI. Healthcare. Everybody's covered same way. Education. All of my houses are covered. So everybody has their needs.
The education button.
Yeah, sure.
There's a very specific breakdown. That's the healthcare.
Oh, yep. Boom.
There's
uneducated, 99%.
Yeah, so people are starting to go to school.
I mean, they know how to drive, so they've got to be at least somewhat educated, right? Don't you have to be educated to know how to drive?
So, if you press on the actual school itself,
sure,
it'll tell you how many people are currently there with the capacity that it has. So students 72 out of 300.
Okay, so this can take care of a lot more houses. Now, some of these houses are going to like go up though over time, right?
Yes, but if
So,
you press any of the houses, you'll see the level they're in, so to speak.
oh, all right. 2 adults, smaller house, another 2 adults, and 2 children. 1 adult. And all these ostentatious people, the Bedford residents, the Pleasant residents, the Spruce residents. My house doesn't have a name. Does your house have a name?
No.
Yeah.
In
Casa
theory,
de John Marco.
in theory, all these are called home for everyone.
Yeah. Right.
So, oh, you're in the green now. So you're making more money than you're
Hooray!
spending.
Our city has not collapsed in failure.
Yeah. So you want to build zones appropriately.
Right. Which at the moment is kind of all 3 of them.
Oh, so building doesn't have water over there.
Hey, where?
Industrial area.
Up over here. That's weird. Because I've got plenty
just
of
outside.
Oh, it's just barely outside. All right. Well, here we're gonna expand that way. There you go. Now there's a pipe. All right. So where do I get industrial? Here we go. Industrial. No, that's still close to the main road. Let's make more industrial spacing.
Exactly. No, I like how you're privy to that. Like, it's still, you want to build some breathing room for your main roads.
Yeah.
There's arterial roads, there's collector roads, there's a YouTuber. Oh, we can actually mess around here.
So you recommended that I make a bunch of squares, but in all realism, I don't actually need this road that I just built here, do I? Right?
If you want. It's all up to you, man. But just to mess around a little bit, you can try different road settings. So you remember the replacement road button? You can try, next to that, there's a curved road and there's a freeform road button on the left there.
Oh, yeah, over here.
So these are 2 prongs. So you want to start that from a base. Right click. There you go. So you're setting 1. These are all angles essentially. I will try it from the edge. Oh, there you go. That works too.
Nope, still messed it up. Yep. Oh well, I tried.
That's fine. Yeah. The only curved road in town.
The only curved road in town.
So,
all right. Well, since I've booted them out,
so go to one of the corners that you have there.
Yeah. Go to the what?
Go to one of the corner roads on the very edge where it's not zoned. You selected regular road, by the way. I don't know if you wanted that or dirt road for now, in terms of upkeep.
Fair enough.
Okay, so go to any direction. Now you see the angles there. It will tell you. Oh, this is freeform, not curved. So you can do whatever you want here, but it's not tied to angles. But it will tell you I usually, if you want to do a perfect arch, you can do 90 degrees, and it'll tell you the same distance.
All right.
Yeah.
So realistically, though, curves are going to be more for aesthetics or for shortening the distance, because it is not an optimal use of space.
Of course, yes, and
you can also actually come to think of it, how short am I on space? Right? I want to say that I'm good on space, but who even knows?
Yeah. So a quick note:
he's going to get big.
You see on the bottom left where you see the world button.
Oh, that is terrible. But anyway, sorry. Bottom left of what?
Bottom left of the entire screen. You see the world button? Bottom left. So yeah, that's areas. And it also tells you that one, the big one. Well, actually, you can do either one. So that tells you the current. You can't unlock any more right now, but it'll give you a breakdown of information on that. And also tells
but I can get bigger.
Yeah, you can
fancy. All right.
But you have to reach a certain point. So if you press the circle next to it, the almost green circle one, that's your progress on the bottom left. You see it's almost completely another circle. That's because if you press next on the right, your population is almost at a worthy village.
We are almost a worthy village, where then people are going to demand fire department, police department, and even unique buildings.
The first one, new areas, you can purchase a new block once you reach a certain population point.
See-through plastic jackets are in fashion. No one knows why. All right.
So
Edward Greenway doesn't exist.
So I would advise building more as you need industrial and residential areas.
Oh, I'm
Hi,
still got the
welcome
curved
to. I just
roads.
saw your message. Sorry, I was on full screen mode. This game is called Cities Skyline. We just decided to do a Pierce do a first impressions of the game. I've been trying to get him on this for quite
Yeah,
some
if it's
time.
not obvious, which I think it is. I have never played this game before. I'm having fun though.
Wait till you get to the mod world.
Oh, I bet. This is the industrial zone. All right. Boom, boom. More industry. Actually, whoops. Think of it. Don't need that road either. Let's give it more industry. All right, all the industry. Because if my expectation is true, and it seems to be, these guys have a lot less traffic than these guys. So for congestion purposes, a lot the roads over here, good. Less roads over here, better. That means more land for development, and the more development, the more property taxes. And my town runs on property taxes. I'm sure that I'm going to need to give these guys more water or something soon. Oh, what's this? How do I get rid of this rock? Does that require something special?
Press the demolition button. And yeah, there you go.
Okay, that was easy. Pow. All right, good stuff. Now let's see if these guys need water. Of course they do. Everybody needs water. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Now we need more housing again. All right. Starting to get the hang of this.
Don't forget the poo.
Don't forget the poo. Yes. I will make sewage for them shortly. Let me first get rid of this big giant rock yet again. Then they now have access to poo. And boy, are they making a lot of it. Dump is away from everybody. Things are looking good. Looks like commerce is getting a little short, and there's demand for it as well. So let's run with that. Commerce on the other side of the street too. Turn that there. All right, let's see just how much commerce zone I can get out of this. Not as much. Actually, I probably don't need these power lines anymore, do I?
Probably not. You can see with the power button first.
Hey, we've gotten there. We are a worthy village. That's right. We are worthy, folks.
You can build a fire department, a police station, and some unique buildings.
Smoke detector distribution. Oh boy. Makes citizens' lives safer and the fire department's job easier by installing smoke detectors in buildings. No more will poor cooking skills lead to house fires. At least not as often. All right. Cool. So we are going place. The mayor has worked tirelessly, and now the regional government has passed the bill that allows for larger city territory. So that's what you're talking about with me expanding this?
Yeah, so if you press the world button on the planet button on the
Bottom left. Yeah, boom, look at that. I can go bigger. All right. Clearly, this is better real estate. That's not even like a contest.
Yeah, you notice the cost?
$7 grand. That's cheap. Shoot. Buy some land. Fuck spinning rims. All right. City limits are now officially expanded. Yes, indeed.
Oh, so you want to try different types of zoning buttons. So you have the paint button set up right now. You can select the circle or the by square button. So if you with the current one you have selected right now, all adjacent zoning areas will be selected as you saw.
Okay.
If you press a square one, you can kind of click and drag as to which zones you want like that.
Okay. So this is saying it doesn't have power?
It's not connected to a power line. Oh, actually, it's not. Oh, it's the end of a line. Sorry, it's the end of a line, so it's not going anywhere.
Just fine.
Yeah.
I was
You
in the
always have to-
business of deleting it anyway.
Yeah, press the power button anyways, just to make sure you're good.
Oh, that's right. I guess I could, see a nice little thing. So yeah, all of our power is working properly. Power gets to go through the streets and whatnot. So you're really not building many power lines in this game, realistically. Like, you build power lines to set up, okay, housing over here, industry over here. But like, eventually the city just kind of merges together and you don't even need them.
Yeah, I have an electric roads mod, so all the roads act as power lines. So I don't have to build power lines ever.
Makes sense. All right, so talk to me here. I am able to zone this stuff next to the road.
Correct.
How do I get access to this without building a road? Like, is there a way to just be like, hey, this is a mega building zone? This is the next Amazon warehouse?
Unfortunately.
Okay, I can't. So no Amazon warehouse for our worthy little village. Got it.
If it's a unique building, like a supersized university, you can place it there if it fits.
Okay.
Okay. Remember, unique buildings aren't restricted to zone squares, but they're restricted to roadside access.
Sure, makes sense. So maybe someone will make an Amazon warehouse mod so I can have my.
Yeah. I mean, you can look at there's an Amazon warehouse unique building you can download on the Steam Workshop.
There probably isn't.
I would advise placing a fire station closer to the industrial area, because that's where fires tend to happen, especially if you have a foresting specialization.
I, sir, will take your experience.
Not too much, not too close. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine for now. They'll make their way to the houses if they catch on fire.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Wow, that was expensive. That fire station cost a lot. I am poor now.
Yeah. No, it's you can also fast forward the game. If you look at the bottom left, that usually is saves my sanity.
Boom. All right. Everybody's all happy. And if they're not, then they don't exist. The mayor refuses to hear your complaints. Or residences. More. That's the game in a nutshell. More.
Yes. What do you think so far of the game?
All in all, pretty good. I'm glad that I had you to guide me through it for these first steps. But as a whole, I would say that the UTI or the UI is fairly intuitive once you, like most UI things, learn how it works.
You run out of money, so you can't build more roads.
Roads to nowhere. Too expensive still. What a shame.
Yeah.
Or I could take out a loan. I saw that I'm able to do that.
Yes,
so let's do that. Let's see. Loans. Wait, what did the tweet say? No, go back. All right. Police officers, small storage spaces with secure doors for rent. Call 911 for more information. Knights Templar come out of hiding, see the state of the world, and return back to hiding. So I slept too long. All right. So even people in this small little happy, worthy town are still complaining about the state of the world. There's a lot to complain about, I suppose. But maybe that's why we play video games. All right. So Silver Sunset Bank, Global Credit Bank, these guys have different interest costs, I observe. Bigger loan, smaller loan. Well, that is not a difficult choice then. Because I don't need that much money.
So if you drag the roads, you see those little lines that show up when you get close to an intersection?
You're talking about these.
No. Bulldoze that road so I can show you real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Just that part.
Boom. It is bulldozed.
Build it again. Slowly, but don't place it. So drag it. Go down a little bit on your camera so you can see where you're going. You see that line that shows up right there?
Oh, yeah.
That's a guide, essentially, to tell you, like, oh, it's lined up perfectly if you want to build a road to that one that's adjacent to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I dig it. So this will, well, that's going to annihilate that house. What a shame. Yeah, sorry, guys. Eminent domain. Don't worry. Someone else will build a smaller house. And look at that. There it is. It's already being built. As far as I'm concerned, that was an absolute win.
Yeah, man.
Don't worry, I didn't forget that you guys need to poo too. All right.
And as you can imagine,
So that is a lot of real
the
estate. Let's make some roads.
the promptness in which buildings are made is proportional to the demand. So if there's a huge demand, they'll build like immediately.
So I don't know if you moved further away from your mic, but I couldn't hear you. Say all that again.
So can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the promptness in which the buildings are constructed is proportional, of course, to the demand. So if there's a huge demand, they'll be built like immediately.
Okay. Oh man, those are just barely outside of it. Hey, we're 1,000 people. Good stuff. We are a tiny town.
Now you can do landscaping, which is always fun. You can build these little canals.
Yeah, make canals, make flood walls. Oh dear, I am next to a river, huh? I might have to plan for that. I can make a high school, a carousel park, a bouncy castle park. I want to make a bouncy castle park.
Oh yeah.
Let's make a bouncy castle park. Do I have enough money for a bouncy castle park?
Yeah. So every time you level up, you get a good chunk of money.
That's good. Actually, you know, let's build a bouncy castle park first. Is it here?
That's that one right there. Yeah.
There it is. Boom. All right. $48 a week. Don't care. That's fine. Public library. No. We need bouncy castles.
Notice the circle around it. You just X out of that. There you go. Notice a circle around the bouncy castle.
No, I don't see a circle around it.
When you put it on the map.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, there should be a circle. Oh, there's a big circle. You zoom out and you'll see it.
There's oh yeah. So this is the area of happiness that it.
Exactly.
Like a park. All right, but this isn't just any park. This is a bouncy castle park. Look at that. That's right. You don't have what service am I missing? You don't have a high school, but you have a bouncy castle. Pan M, people. Right, actually, let's make that high school though. They should probably no. First, let's pay back a loan because it's probably costing me money, right? How do I pay this back? Boom. All right, paid it back. All right, back to the bouncy or the high school. Oh, I'm too poor for the high school. 24. So this won't take that long, right? Let's use that fast forward button.
You can fast forward more too.
Oh, these guys want water, huh? We are getting a little lower on water. We're still plenty in the green, but at some point I'm going to need more water. All right. We also want more commercial space. All right. Yeah, stores get to go right here. That's cool. In fact, let's do better than that. Let's get rid of this thing and make more store space right there. Boom. The tile unused, right? All right, risk it. So, oh, there we go. Do people want to use the store on the way to the dump? Probably not. I'll be nice. There, you can have nice stores. I am sure that there is a more efficient way to do all of this. All right. So anyway, back to that high school that I totally meant to build. Is this it? This is it. All right. So interesting that I don't have a big giant like radius circle. So this time, I guess the traffic matters.
Road. Yeah.
Right. The traffic matters.
And once you unlock public transportation, for example, like of course you want to put bus stops near important locations like a university, etc.
Sure. All right. All right. So realistically, I think I'm gonna have to boot somebody's house. I
You
think
can
what
also put it on the other side where there's no houses on the bottom.
Well, I could, but it doesn't, cover a bunch of the town. If I put it right here, look at that. It covers everybody that lives here, at least, right?
Yeah. We also want to think about your expansion as well. You're gonna probably be building behind the schools as well.
You're right. Also, I could get multiple schools, but for the moment, let's put this here, and yes, it sucks to have been there, but the community
Everyone else
thanks
is
you for your
happy.
sacrifice.
So, democracy has spoken.
Yeah. Honestly, I would never buy a house here. Like, you can't even be sure that the house is going to exist in a year. What do you mean water? You have water, don't you? You're just the one house without water? All right, boom. Now you have water. Again, I can't believe the nerve of these people to demand water.
So
Ancient
ungrateful.
Romans had water, right? How dare these guys think that they can live as good or better than people 2,000 years ago?
A mindset of complaining versus a mindset of gratitude. I can't believe it.
If they wanted water, they could get their own buckets and go to the river right here, right? What a great city. That's right. Yeah. I'm sure negative comments exist, and we're not going to read them. All right, more houses. More houses. It just always wants more houses. So is there a way to get these kind, esteemed, citizens of mine? Is there a way to get them to build up?
No,
to encourage upwards development?
That'll depend on your taking care of the land value. So school, education, etc.
Apartment rents are rising as the demand is high. The mayor is starting negotiations with local developers. Yeah. Make the best deal in the history of deals. All right. Well, this game definitely rewards you knowing what the heck you're doing so that you can plan forward. Because I can already identify I've made several suboptimal and less than efficient decisions. But we're going to keep rolling with it. And that's how real towns in real life are made. Very few real towns are able to be completely centrally planned from the start, right? That doesn't exist. If only it did, though, which I guess is why people like SimCity and these games. So let's make more houses. All of this is going to be residential. Oh, it's just slightly big. That's fine. They can have a lawn backyard. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Let's get rid of the rock. Oh, all right. There we go. Is there... Oh, it's a crooked road. Anymore. I made a crooked road. How dare I? Let's fix that.
You're not sharing screen, by the way.
Oh, I'm not sharing the screen? Shoot. I didn't catch that.
This is on your new computer, by the way, right?
Yes, this is my new computer for sure. So you need to click the screen at the bottom.
Oh, Pierce, add to stream.
There you go.
Oh, so in this particular case, you're going over a partial road when you're trying to build that?
I mean, distance is too short.
Yeah, that's kind of frustrating. You cannot delete it and then
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to delete that again too. Space already occupied. By what? By the short road. All right. Well, that, sir, is a complaint that I'm gonna officially lodge for the game because it should have totally understood my intent there. That's all right. We got there. Learning the quirks of the game. We need more commerce and industrial. These guys all have plumbing. Where'd my plumbing? Oh, there it is. Oh, for the most part. Oh, they need how or electricity?
Oh, so your electricity, if you press the power button, you might be running low. There you go.
Makes sense. So I need another coal power plant, or we can get better and you know, have more eco-friendly power.
Yeah.
So 6,080 a week for how much output? Let's see, 0 to 8. Oh, that's right. It's not consistent. All right,
Ah, yes.
that makes sense.
That's something to keep in mind with those kinds of things.
So I would also need like charging stations then, or
Well, I
is
think
the
the vanilla game is a little limited, so to speak.
okay?
But
Well,
yeah,
I'm sorry to say environment, but you're gonna have to take one for the team.
until costs go down.
Yeah. Until costs go down. We could put it over here though, right? I think that worked. Yep, tons of power. Beautiful. Power for everybody. And all these people are getting power now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Man, it's just one problem after another. Honestly, like I see how this game can get so addicting because it's always pushing you to do something. Like there's never a moment where you're just like
Exactly.
resting. There's always something to improve. Like now these guys want more businesses and whatnot.
One thing you'll eventually get to that just probably takes up the most time and is honestly for me very addicting to fix is traffic.
Oh yeah, I bet. All right. So like, we'll keep that there. Actually, no, we'll make it a landmark or something for now, and then I can destroy the landmark later for something bigger that needs the space. Right. Unique buildings are gained by achieving various things while playing. Sure. Only one of each unique building at the same time in your city. They carry over to new game sessions. Oh, wow. So I'm making actually like a whole county or something, am I?
Yeah.
If I make another city, it'll be like, over there or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. Do the cities like interact with each other?
No, it's just a simulation essentially. Like, okay, I can go to work here. I'm gonna drive there.
Okay. So unfortunately, all of my landmarks do not seem available. I need more population. All right. What about these? Parks and plazas. Yeah, we'll go with the park. Parks are cool. Dog park. No. Large playground. No. Park with trees. Park with trees. There we go. Look at this is next to the road. Why is it not working? Okay, I get it. So the cursor of the mouse has to be angled towards the road. So over here it's not working, but over here it is.
That's a snap on
Because of the cursor. Yeah, it's a snappy game. All right, that's fine. So yeah, let's give our guys a nice little park. Boom. So first and of course we still got our fancy little Bouncy Castle Park. Road tolls. You can build road tolls to collect extra income to cover the road expenses. Road tolls will slow down traffic. Let's not do that at the moment. I do have some sympathy to my residents. Also, I'm a Californian, and out in California, aside from like a bridge, we don't have road tolls. They offend they offend my tax-paying sensibilities. Right, so more industrial space. Well, fortunately, I built more industrial space. Look at that. Planning ahead. Does it need sewage? Everything needs sewage. It is good on sewage. Good stuff. Good stuff. Happy, hunky-dory little town. All right, well. Oh, these guys need housing too. Well, sir, I think that I have a first impression of the game now. I see how this goes. It's a cool game. Do you want to show us what a better, more properly planned city looks like?
Sure.
All right, I'll give you a minute to set up your game.
I already had it set up. I just was
beautiful.
trying to unbreak it because I think one of the mods I downloaded broke the game.
Perfect. All right, well, boot me off and let's see what we got.
How do I boot this off?
How do you just take me off, man? You just click the button. Hell, I'll do it.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Share screen. So this is actually an older city, but
All right.
I think it covers a lot because it's a bigger city right now. So this is my current city. I forgot what it's called. Well, not my current city, but this is a city I have saved previously. Um, so let's start where the game started off. So this was my little highway going out, right? And this is actually heavily modded. So there's some things here that you might not have access currently. I'll give you a list of mods that I use, but um, I like to set it up so that the highways going out turn into a corresponding 6-lane roads. So you just kind of merge into it. Roundabouts are my bread and butter for a lot of traffic problems. And these actually was a bunch of houses before, but I actually converted it to a university campus. I have a couple of the expansion packs, universities and industries now, and
All right.
transportation, which is big. So there's a lot of mechanisms within the campus area itself. Like the academic year progresses, I'm actually maxed out right now, but yeah, academic work, students, etc., campus attractiveness. I also have a basketball stadium, kind of nice, and we've won on our game so far, which has been nice because it brings in a lot of money. Um, and right next to it, something you'll eventually get to in the vanilla game, you'll have mass transportation. So I have a a train station going on here, and it goes out to other parts of the city. Let's actually follow this train real quick. 17 people right now. It's usually more crowded. Going in to the university, of course.
All right. I was wondering where everybody lived. Here we are.
Yeah.
So you've taken a little bit of an artistic approach, I see.
Well, this is honestly, this isn't even one of my prettier cities. This is actually pretty ugly in my personal opinion.
Well, I was just observing, some curved roads. Oh, your city's actually pretty big.
Yeah. This is a big area over here. You can see people like going in and out. Well, not with this view over here, but people exit and leave it. And this goes on to this part, but this is more of a high density area, as you can see.
Yeah, dude, you have straight up skyscrapers.
Yeah. And like I just experiment sometimes. So this is like a huge circle of commercial buildings with a smaller circle of single resident housing in the middle. And this is actually, you can do this in the vanilla game. You can do specialized industry. So let me close this. If you go to this button over here, which you'll have access to at some point, it tells you where your natural resources are in the map. So green is for foresting, light green is for farming, black is for oil, black is for ore, or dark gray, I would say. And you can zone area so that they specialize in that. So this is farming. I have a bunch of, when I zone industry here, I have a bunch of farming buildings over here and corresponding trucks going in and out.
All right.
And then, yeah, we have some forestry buildings over here, of course, and develop themselves. I have a harbor freight. So this one's probably going into here, or actually this one's loading out over here. To do some importing and exporting. What's this? Oh, ferry depot. Yeah, I have a ferry. That's right. Where's my ferry? Yeah, there's my ferry. Only 2 people, but usually there's a lot more. 15 people. Yeah, and this goes to the university campus. What has bus stops too. You always want to. Public transportation is one of my bigger things with the game. So these animations are kind of messed up, but they kind of just go in and out of there. And he's probably going to campus or something, or going home. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of my university campus over here. And then we have, I have the Green Cities expansion. So these are all solar powered, self-sustaining houses over here along the shoreline.
Honestly, that's a really smart business decision to make that a DLC, because that is absolutely something that, some people are going to want, right?
Yeah. Oh, I have my solar upraft tower powering so much of my city over here.
That's cool. Is that like a mod, or is that base game?
I believe that's vanilla. I believe. Oh yeah, my with the public transportation, you also have blimps.
All right.
And you have city policies you can do over here. So some of my overlay is modded too. So this is like an overlay of my breakdown of energy, garbage. So instead of pressing Jimbo one, I have like a whole thing over here that tells me everything. So I need more high schools, obviously. And then over, let's see here, we have, what is that going to? I have another industrial area on the side over here, a separate spot. Oh yeah, subways are a huge part. You have subways and metro rails too. So these are overground monorails over here. This is a very absolutely slammed bus stop over here. But if we go to the underground view, transportation, this is basically all the colors, lines are my public
Right.
transportation in
So
the
this is
city.
what I was looking at whenever I was placing pipes.
Yes. It's usually most of them will have like a white overlay and use colors to differentiate what's going on. So my subways over here, you can see people. Those in white means people just left it. You see all these people just left this subway over here, and those in green are waiting for a train essentially. And these are actually underground. So this little thing is the entrance to the metro, which is people just storming out and in right now. And this bus, there's no way it can hold that many people.
I think you need a better bus transportation, dude.
Yeah, bus is one of the things I need to fix in my opinion because there's no stopping. If you go actually to the public transportation here, let's see buses. I have 1,200 people per week. Oh, academic year just ended. Academic works for colossal swag. These hoodies and shoe crafted with love might just become a new trendsetter. Cube clothing. Cube clothing is more than clothes. It's an ideology against the modern fashion trends. That's cool.
There is a really impressive level of detail to this game.
Yeah. So let's see. If you hover over, once you get public transportation, if you hover over, whatever is blinking will be what the route you're selecting. So here, this is a breakdown of all the buses, and I'll tell you the percent of car trips saved over here, and the trip, a bunch of basic information for the bus route in this particular case. But it seems that I have almost 600 people over here waiting for a bus. That holds 30 people. That means I'll need 20 buses that are empty to fill this out, which I need to just make better public transportation, in my opinion. Yeah, there's a variety of things.
In comparison to the town that I just built, I would say that there's a lot to be proud of here, sir.
Oh yeah, I'm super happy with it.
Hold on. What's Derpsville?
Oh, Derpsville. Let's find out. Where's Derpsville? Derpsville. I think, is this the same one? No, it's not.
Well, you're rich.
Well, yeah.
Well, in comparison to me, I know you have 12 mil in this game, but
this one has 344. Let's see what Derpsville is. I think one of the things is that I eventually just stopped building a city because I kind of like gotten the vibe. I kind of learn every time I build a city, and I kind of apply it to the next one, of course. This might take a moment to load because it's a big city. But
so noticing the number of saves and whatnot, you really like the whole experience of starting over and building a new city. I'm observing. Is it the new terrain, the new river placement and whatnot that does it for you, or seen it evolve?
Once I've learned what I can, I feel is when I start a new one, or sometimes when I get a new mod or a new DLC. One DLC I would definitely recommend is the transportation DLC, as well as there's some other ones, but pick your poison. I have a lot of mods not working here, but that's fine.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I have some specific transportation mods that you should definitely download to make your life a lot easier. Yeah, let's see Derpsville real quick. I'll take a swig of wine while I'm at it.
Yeah, the makers of this game could definitely tell that people both would make mods and want to play mods for this. Because at the very, very start of the front screen, I noticed that, there were links to the top workshop items. I was like, oh, that's a cool feature to see in game.
Yeah. Boom. Okay, so
one more addicting thing. I know a lot of people that like to mod their games really go ham with it, and they're like 100 mods, 200 mods, right? You always want to get the next new exciting mod.
Oh, okay. So this one started over here, of course, out of a highway. Oh God, I have traffic back up. Well, actually, look. Let's fix this. Let's make it a point to fix this real quick. So as you can see, there's traffic backed up going out of this highway on both ends.
Actually. Yeah, it's pretty severe.
Yeah. It seems to be.
But that's because it's turning into one lane. It looks like.
No. So the AI is.
They're only using one lane.
You see, all of these are turning into this.
Okay.
So so here's something that I learned that I can apply here. So I'm going to highways. I'm going to build a highway off-ramp off this road and put it over here. And then this is a mod. This is a perfect traffic simulator or something like that. But I'm going to force this to be a right turn only over there. So these are just a bunch of mod things that I'm doing real quick. Boom. Make it pass through. Make that pass through. And let's make sure that this can only go forward. So
almost on accident.
Yeah, almost. If we go back to this button, actually no, we can press this to see where everyone's going. So everyone's going over here, it seems, going from the roads over here, probably to these new residential areas, which makes sense. So, and some people are going here. So, a cool thing I've learned when it comes to roundabouts that you want to apply as well when you get to this part is if you're, let's call these degrees. So, this is the first degree, second degree, third degree of the turn, right? Coming from here. If your folks are going to go straight to the right one, to 1 degree off, I make an off ramp, an on ramp, an off ramp to go directly there to kind of make it more convenient. So if we go back to this tool, we have a base essentially from what it seems, everyone getting off that wants to make a right almost is taking this off ramp instead. That frees up space over here. So instead of them waiting to go on and then go on here, they can go straight here essentially. But let's see where else they're going. So we have a lot of residential vehicles going that way, a lot of industrial vehicles going over there, a lot of industrial vehicles over there. So what I could do additionally, why are these? What I like to do is actually, I can build an underground tunnel straight into this industrial area so that they don't have to worry about doing that. So I'm going to, oh God, that's kind of choked up pretty hard. Go underground here. Boom. Then make some curved roads. Boom. Yeah. Boom. That's fine. And then I got to do some adjustments to traffic here. This is actually pretty poorly done in my opinion because there's too many intersections close to one another. But let's I want this to be just forward. Oh, this is odd. This would actually help a lot over here. I don't know why this is the case over here. They should be able to just flow right through. Yeah, there's no reason for you guys to slow down or stop. There we go. Traffic's freeing up a little bit over here. So if you go back to this view over here, you can see underground a lot of cars are starting to go that way, which is nice. But another problem is that there's not that many opportunities for people to change lanes here should they want to. We have straight up cars going 2 lanes over. That's crazy. Where's
So
this
why
guy?
is that car stopped? Oh,
Because
okay.
he's trying to change lanes over here and go all the way around here and go over here. That's strange. It's going to do a full circle and then go over here, which shouldn't be the case at all. I wonder why you're doing that. Yeah, this might be just a problem of too many.
And he's not the only one, by the way. It seems that
everyone wants to
yeah.
do that. Odd.
You might have 2 lanes, but as far as the AI can tell, you might as well only have 1.
Yeah. So now that I have a few more mods, actually.
I have a suspicion why that is. So I'm gonna guess that when they like spawned as a vehicle, they had a destination and a route, and I'm gonna guess that that route doesn't change unless the route is no longer viable.
Well, actually, the AI is pretty good at updating if it finds a faster route. But yeah, let me actually see what I can do here.
Yeah, you have a different problem then, man. And that's disappointing to see in the game. Like that'd be a very large concern if that's not something that can be easily fixed. Like that would substantially diminish my enjoyment of the game.
Yeah. Actually, I know why might that be happening. Okay, there should be. I thought I had some mods. I should have some mods installed here. Where are my roads? I shouldn't be missing roads. Oh wait. Horning roads. I feel like I'm missing roads. I'm definitely missing some roads here. Oh, maybe I can't. An old game won't have the mods installed, and then perhaps that doesn't make sense though. But anyways, traffic seems to be clearing up on this end at least. Oh my lord.
1 down, 1 to go.
One down. All right, let's see where y'all folks are going here. I could probably make an augmented off ramp here. A lot of these people are going in here, so we can mitigate that.
I think somebody's house is going to have to take the bullet.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an off ramp. I'm going to make it a 2-lane road. There we go. Let's do underground. Oh, there's a park there. Mother trucker. Okay, this is a very what? Oh. Uh hmm. Eh, eh. Wow. Okay. What? Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. Okay. Let's try this. Damn. Okay. I can't seem to do that either. Uh I'll just do it over here. Boom. 2-lane exit. All
Well, you
right.
got somebody else's house too.
Oh, what can you do? Oh, thanks.
It's cool that you're able to build underground though, because
Yeah, it's
like
very convenient.
obviously in reality you never see that, and for good reason. You know, it's expensive to dig out all that and whatnot. But
Yeah,
in part of the reason why you play video games is to do things that you can't do in reality, right?
exactly.
And
Okay, see,
if
traffic
you're
is
the
picking
only
up here.
right,
So you want to,
Hmm.
we're taking away traffic from here, which is the main thing we're trying to accomplish. And that traffic's coming from a lot of
and it
places.
seems to largely work.
Yeah. That's dying down. So hopefully once these, so let's see where else we're going.
So tell me more about the interaction between different cities. Is it literally just hey,
Oh,
you know that city's over there, or will people commute between different cities, or
yeah, they'll commute. It's just a matter of spacing in
okay?
reality. Um, Goodness. Okay, see this building, this road is super busy now. Which is good. A lot of trucks going in there, a lot of trucks going that way. Okay, so now there's a lot of cars going this way and into here. I'm hoping once these cars go through, which they're still going here. I think.
Well, now you've got the roundabout blocking things because people are trying to leave.
Yeah. Hmm. Always one car. Once everything gets unclogged, there we go.
I
So
think you
okay.
simply have too much traffic for a roundabout, my friend. It's going
Let
to
me
need
just
the freeway treatment.
let me just do a little analyzing here. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing I did over here. Just make auxiliary off
A
ramps.
one-way road.
Yeah, one-way roads. Boom, boom. All these excessive fixes. Boom. Pass through, yes. Pass through, yes. Boom. I want you to only go straight. And I want you to only go to the right. And why is there a light here? No, there should not be a light here. Let's go. Just go. Everyone just haul it. There we go. Okay, things are getting a little unclogged. That should not have a light either.
So I'm observing. Is there really any reason to not play the whole game and like fast forward? Because like
No,
there's there's nothing that you're particularly racing for. It's unless you care about yourself how much you can get done by a certain date, right?
yeah, there's nothing you're racing for. I just put it on
As
closing
long as
all the
like the
time.
balance is green and like fires aren't breaking out and whatnot. Like
Exactly. And I think the note is that it will be dependent on your CPU.
okay,
Because as this is very a CPU intensive game, so as your city increases in size, of
yeah,
course.
each one of those vehicles has a function that's called to figure out how the heck it's going to pathfind to its destination.
Exactly.
That
So let
adds
me
up.
fix a few things here. And pass through, pass through, pass through. There we go.
In any large game like this that doesn't have randomized traffic, like traffic is one of the biggest things to hog up the CPU because each one of those guys has to figure out how to get from point A to point B, and
Precisely.
not just figure out how to get to point A to point B, but also figure out the most efficient route.
Exactly. Take off those. You guys shouldn't be stopping there. What are you doing? You have pass through enabled. Are they just waiting to get in, or that's odd? It shouldn't work like that. We have pass through on.
Well, my dude, I'm gonna say thanks for showing me the game, and I enjoyed giving it my first impressions. This is a game I'm gonna play again.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Let
now,
me know if
I'm
you
inclined
can
to actually
find-
cook those tacos that I didn't get to before we started.
Oh, please do. I need you to enjoy that thoroughly. Oh wait, traffic cleared up. Nice.
Yes, sir. Well done. Congratulations on improving your traffic problem. I'm gonna bounce. I will be seeing you later, John Marco.
All right, man. Everyone, thank you for joining us. We'll catch you guys next time. Take care.